Hi, I'm Christopher Stewart. Now, maybe I should do this, maybe I shouldn't do this, but I just want to explain something. I know a lot of people don't like me. A lot of people think I do everything the wrong way. People have their own ideas about how I should be doing things. Well, you see, that's the problem. That's been the problem all along. People sitting there trying to tell me how I should act to be represented by agents from California, New York, Texas, wherever. I'm an established actor. I am loved and respected the world over. I have millions of fans. I have actors, directors, producers that like me, that respect me, that have worked with me time and time again. Now, if you are unwilling to work on building on what my past was, if you have your own ideas about what I should be, and refuse to actually understand what happened in the past and what I can build from, then how useful are you as a representative? How well could you represent me? If the only thing you want me to do is be an extra in a film somewhere, or be on a commercial, be in a little tiny ad somewhere, be in a student film, get some student things behind me, do some modern things today for Netflix that would get me billing and attention under my actual name so that I could be recognized in my country. Okay. Let's do that. And every producer and director in Italy and in England, and every director and producer that's alive today that was working in the United States in 1980 will say the exact same thing. He still doesn't have anything worth representing him. Why is that? Why doesn't he have a good agent finally? Do you want them saying that about you as an agent? Do you want every director that's over the age of 50 laughing at you because you refuse to actually work with someone who has billing and responsibilities and history? You know, you have to think about this. I've inspired an entire generation of actors and actresses the world over. People grew up watching my films. I don't care that you today are now finally seeing something like Fantagiro, which was done back in 1986 in Italy. I don't care if you today are finally seeing me working with Peter Cushing in a Hammer film that we made back in the 80s. I don't care if you don't believe what you are seeing. I don't care if you think I should do things other ways. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to stop telling you what my resume is. My resume isn't going to change. My past isn't going to change. I'm me. I am international film star Christopher Stewart. I have contacts in other countries. I have contacts who are the biggest names in Hollywood today. If you don't like working with them, if you don't want to work with them, why should I be represented by you? Seriously. And think about this. If you try to make me do things your way without ever listening to anything I have to say or do, what am I going to do? I'll be represented by you. I'll say, sure, I'll do whatever you want. Let's get it done. And I'll do your little commercial, and I'll do your little student film. And while I'm calling you my agent, I'll then go behind your back and work in other countries and work for big name producers. And you'll be sitting there going, wait, what the? And you probably won't even be paid because your contract probably won't even cover it. I will not stand by and let someone decide how I go. I'm proactive. Every agent says be proactive. I'm telling the agents, you have to be proactive too. What does that mean? That means contacting directors, producers, actors, actresses all over the world that don't even have projects ready. Why? Because in 6 months to a year, they're going to call you back and they're going to say, I have a project for it. You have to be nice and you have to be willing to work with people all over the world. And you have to understand that, yeah, it may take a while to build. Most of my contacts are gone, unfortunately, because you took too long to represent me. So we're going to have to build from that. People still remember me. People still know who I am. So you have to build from that. Now, people will look at me and say about all the financial problems and all the physical problems of my life, how are we going to conquer this? What are we going to do today? Well, as an agent, what you are going to do is to start off, you're going to contact HBO Productions. And you're going to see who at HBO today remembers me from the 1980s. And you're going to contact my best friend, who's right now one of the top directors in all of HBO. And you're going to contact my best friends, who are some of the best actors and actresses in the United States today. And then you're going to contact Hammer Studios. Not because there's anyone alive that remembers me, but because they grew up watching my films. So they may want to use me back in England. Then you're going to contact people in Italy. You do that, you create a baseline. And yeah, it may take 6 months to 2 years to start getting in contracts from this, but it will be a start to the rest of my life. If you want to get me a contract that's $60,000 today, contact HBO. Tell them you're representing me. Let them know that. Let them know I'm still alive. You may be surprised at what happens. I sit there constantly saying you have to contact Tom Cruise. Everybody looks at me like I'm mad. I don't know why. He's one of the biggest producers in America. You could contact him. He could say, okay, I'll pick him up, take you to your interview, and we'll go through the interview together, and I may sign your document, and he may turn around and say, here's his script. I've been sitting on it for 6 years. Nobody knows. But it's worth a shot. It's something that could be. So you have to be willing to work with me, not just order me around, because I'm not going to listen to you. Okay? If you have ideas as to where I'm going, fine, I'll listen. I'll work with that. I'll rely on your experience. But if you don't listen to what I have to say, why should I be represented by you? I am working hard right now, trying to make every agent and every person to understand what I was trying to make everyone understand in the 1980s that no one would accept. I'm not someone from America who stars in a few films in America. I'm not a one-name wonder. I'm not an extra. I'm not a cartoon or anything. I'm not that rubber suit guy. I'm not that person from Roger Corman. I'm someone who's worked in 5 countries. Actually 7. And I'm known in 7 countries. And I have awards in other countries. And you have to understand that. And you have to be willing to work forward from that. Thank you.